Alright, this is the vBrownBag at Dell EMC World. I'm actually joined by somebody I knew in a previous life. Stu Robinson is with Amulet Hotkey. Hey, welcome Stu, and thanks for having a few minutes to talk with us. I was attracted because you look like you've got some really unusual products in a VDI use case, and Stu used to be at Teradicci and has now brought that knowledge across and is working with Amulet Hotkey. What was there was a really cool combo card that you've got for putting in blades. What was that one?
Sure, so we have really two variants. The first one is where we take both a workstation GPU and combine it with a Teradicci Tier 2 host card. And we put that in a single card that you can now fit into Dell modular platforms, including the M1000 and also going for the FX platform with FX2.
And that's giving a pretty serious workstation class graphics into a blade enclosure dedicated to a single user. So this is a full blade being given to a remote user.
That's right, and it can scale from lower end graphics all the way up into M5000 class or AMD's S7100 class GPUs.
And those are things that are into some of the CAD and 3D design and video processing kind of tasks. Cool. And then there was another more general purpose virtualization friendly card as well with a lot of the same capabilities.
Exactly. So we also take NVIDIA and AMD virtual GPUs and then fit those into the Dell Blade and modular infrastructure. And that includes both the Grid and the AMD MX GPU.
Right, and those would fit into your the Horizon View environment and give you hardware accelerated virtual machines, and then still with the Tera chips on there to offload the processing as an option.
There's not on the M1000.
Right.
There's not enough space in the M1000. On the FX2, yes, you can combine both the Tier 2 hardware accelerator as well as the Grid
hardware GPU.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool, and I think it's been one of the challenges about getting 3D graphics into particularly your view environments has been getting them into the blades, because the first-party vendors tend not to have those.
Well, one of the things we found in this process of developing these virtual GPUs is that the blades are really an ideal platform because the capacity in the virtual GPU very optimally matches the CPU resources.
The dual socket.
Yeah. So now that if you can cram more GPUs, you might not have enough CPU capacity, depending on your users and workload.
Yeah.
So for many virtual workstation, we find that the blades are actually an ideal platform, not only for the density, but for this ideal
resource balance.
Resource balancing.
Yeah, because you're always going to run out of something.
Right.
Ideally, you run out of many things at the same time. Yeah. The other thing I noticed was some really solidly built, robust Zero Client devices, and from our previous conversations about Teradicci hardware, I'm guessing there's some of that going on in here.
Absolutely, yeah. So we have a series of Zero Clients, both quad and dual, but we also support octal. So in workstations, you can plug in two of these workstation graphics cards, each of them quad, so you can deliver octal to desk, and we find that in trading. Yeah. So very easily you can take two of our quad devices, and because they have dual network port, you can just daisy chain them.
Right.
You're not adding ports to the environment, yet you're getting an octal display. So all the way from very small form factor dual port up to octal and more.
And you had some interesting capabilities for some of the more three-letter acronym locations, some places with some other certifications too.
Absolutely. So we worked with the UK government, the CESG, it's now the National Cybersecurity Centre, and many years we took to go through all the process of defining the category of Zero Clients in that environment, and then pass the certification, which was then certified by NATO as well. So both for the UK CPA certification as well as for NATO, the Information Assurance Product Catalog.
Nice. And then the other thing that you showed me today that was really interesting and completely left field was having a Zero Client that's actually rack mounted.
Exactly,
so I can stuff multiple.
It's a little bit counterintuitive. Yeah. So we find in deployments that use large display walls, either in command and control centers, operation centers, even sometimes in corporate environments, just a big display wall, you're going to have a lot of clients driving those.
So why not just strap a Raspberry Pi to the back of each screen?
Well, you could, but then you have to manage it. And so the Zero clients have the benefit of no OS, and it's now you can put it a bit further away. And you don't have to manage it as intimately. You might do a firmware update here and there, but it's very
not
simple.
Like putting Windows updates out to a series of embedded machines behind them.
Yeah, you're looking at like a 5 megabyte update if you want the new capability that's being provided, versus possibly hundreds of megs or larger.
Which is a mandatory to remain secure.
Right, exactly.
Excellent. So those are some really interesting use cases for the Amulet Hotkey Zero Clients and the GPU acceleration for blades. Thank you very much, Stu, for taking a moment with us. It's good to see you.
Very good to see you. Thank you.